Joining us right now from TFC, Canadian-born, and a guy that enjoyed that last night, Tosaint Ricketts. Tosaint, welcome.
Hey, thank you.
Hey, pleasure's all mine. Tosaint, let's get right into it. The beginning of the game, you could see the first 5 to 10 minutes, it was chippy. The head coach, Greg Vanney, and the staff prepare you guys knowing that Philly would come right out, especially in the first 10 minutes, and it would be that chippy. Did you expect that?
Of course. He said that in the pregame speech. He said that we gotta win the battles first. Win that initial fight, and then basically take the game over from there.
And let's talk about how you guys took the game over, Tosaint. That midfield was controlled by your captain, the leader, Michael Bradley, Jonathan Osorio with a strong game, and it looked like you guys were in sync right from the get-go.
Oh yeah, those guys have been playing together the last few games, and we're in a good groove. We're in a good groove right now. Those guys are connected, and they held it down in the middle.
But let's talk about it. After that game, I'm sure for each and every one of your teammates, it was good to get that monkey off your back, as they say in the sports cliches, to get that win. And now you have not a one-game shot, it's 2 legs, which I believe is much more mentally easy for each and every player in there to concentrate on.
Oh yeah, it's a very nerve-wracking a knockout stage game, one and done. But I'm so proud of the boys. We got through that stage, and now we're on to the next round.
You walk through that tunnel as the national anthem is about to be played. You look out at the supporters section. You look all around, and you must have said to yourself, wow, it's playoff time. Everyone is in full force. The supporters are ready to rock and roll. That's got to give you chills up all around. Talk about it, Tosaint.
Of course. It's a priceless experience, especially for me. Being a guy that's always played overseas, I've never actually experienced this myself. So to have that playoff game, the first playoff game for us at home, and for me to be in Canada in front of a crowd like that, it was something very special.
And Tosaint, there's not much really to say. This is a veteran team. I know that head coach Greg Vanney is a wonderful coach and a great human being, and he talks to his players like you want a coach to talk to them as human beings, as players, as men. But there's not much you can say to a Bradley, a Jovinko, an Altidore, a Drew Moore. These are veterans. They understand what the job at hand is. So when halftime came and you guys were settling into a real good comfort zone, what was said? What was made alert to each and every one of you guys in there that kept your focus?
Well, personally, at halftime, I'm on the field warming up, so I can't really comment on the halftime speech, but I can imagine what he said. Just keep fighting out there, winning those balls, and when we get possession, just do what you do, play as you play, and experienced players like that, there's not really much you can do, but just keep them motivated throughout the game.
Now let's talk about New York City FC. Quickly, you guys got to focus in on them. It's been a real, I would say, an even battle through the games you guys have had this year. No shortage of goals. We see that when TFC New York City get it on, there's a lot of goals taking place, and there's veterans on both sides. We know Pirlo, Villa, on, and it's going to be, I believe, a chess match. But how important is it to understand that first game is the first leg on your home soil and goals are vital? Has head coach Greg Vanney explained that now the focus must switch completely different from this one-off?
We're just beginning to start a preparation for New York City, but you got to know that, it's with 2 legs, you got to be solid defensively on that home game. Those away goals are very important. And, coming into the Philadelphia game, we had a great emphasis on not giving up anything in the back and basically being the solid team that we were all season back there. So I think it's just basically sticking to what we've been doing, sticking to what works, and, just being focused and getting the result.
As a Canadian, Tosaint, playing in the #1 league in North America, it had to be special. Winning that playoff game, it had to be special, obviously, putting on that jersey for a Canadian franchise as you did, and also seeing another Canadian, a teammate, Jonathan Osorio, with a wonderful goal. Talk about that, because for the most part, it's a league full of American players, guys from overseas in South America, very few Canadians, so it had to be a little bit sweeter for you and Jonathan and Mo and some of the other guys.
Oh yeah, I was so happy for the guy. To get that goal and him being a hometown boy, and that goal meaning so much for the team in that point, it was very special. And I'm a very passionate Canadian. I leave it all on the field for my country and club, and just to see also do that for his team and for his city, it was very special for me.
What has head coach Greg Vanney said to you, Tosaint? What he expects of you, whether it was yesterday's game against Philly, now coming up against New York City FC? What does he want for you? Has he explained exactly what he needs from you coming off that bench, or if you're going to start? What does he expect from you? What does he want from you?
Just basically be doing what I've been doing all year. Coming off the bench and providing a spark. Providing a little bit of energy when things are maybe not going our way, or if it's a tie game, or if we need to really push for a goal, I'm there to provide that spark coming off the bench, and basically just to help the guys. That's basically what I'm there for.
Now let's be honest, Tosaint. Sometimes when you're out there and you're playing with Giovinco, you got to say to yourself, some of those passes, some of those moves, is this a FIFA game I'm playing out here? Because honestly, sometimes I'm watching up there in the press box, and when I'm in the stands with my two sons, I say to myself, this is unreal. Like the move last night, with all due respect to Philly, come on, Tosaint. You saw that move where he dipped and doodled around two guys?
Of course.
That's crazy. You don't even see that in Europe. Talk about it.
He's special. He's a very special player. I haven't played with many players that were like him and had his ability, and to be on the pitch with him, that at any given time he can create a goal from nothing, and to have that on a team, it's it brings confidence to the whole squad.
Absolutely.
He's special.
Absolutely. And what he's special, and what he has, and what the captain Michael Bradley has, and I see this in Altidore and also Drew Moore, I mean the whole team, but those four specifically, they'll go through a brick wall for their teammates, for the city, for that jersey. You can see the focus on Giovinco and on Bradley. It's a deadly look. It's a look that, hey, don't do me wrong. Make sure those passes are right, and I'll do everything I can to make us win this game. Talk about that, because as a teammate of theirs, you got to be absolutely on top of your game, or these guys are going to cut you one.
Of course, but it's contagious as well. When you see that passion and that desire from your leaders like that, all you have to do is follow. You got to match their intensity, and then they'll set you straight. And if you make mistakes, they're there to pick you up, but they're also there to set you straight.
Absolutely.
To have that on the squad, it's priceless.
Absolutely. Tosaint, before we let you go, we need you to talk about the supporters. We need you to talk about the unbelievable support these guys have given this team, this franchise, not just yesterday, but since day one when they played Chivas USA in that opening game many, many years ago. I was talking to a couple supporters, the president of the Red Patch Boys on our show, some guys from the South End, Michael Przyzbalowski, and these guys put their money right on the table. They buy the jerseys, the beers, they come to the games, on and on and on, and they do it for the love of the team. And last night, at the end of that game, with the captain Bradley, the drum, it was unbelievable. Describe it through your eyes. Describe it for us. How was it?
It was almost like a sense of relief. After all these years, they're finally getting getting a reward for their support and for their dedication to the team. And that for us, that's amazing to see the supporters happy, see them, just getting that getting that satisfaction from getting the results, and it's great for the guys, and it's motivating us, and we're doing it for them as well as for the whole organization. We're all one in this fight in the playoffs, and we need them there for the whole run.
On a side note, I'll let you go, but on a side note, on a Canadian note, Tosaint, I'm going to thank you, and I'm going to eat some humble pie. This last World Cup qualifying round, you left it all out there. You've always answered the call for Canada. You've always led blood, sweat, and tears out there, regardless of the results. About 2 World Cup qualifyings ago, I was a little bit disappointed, I'll be honest, in your effort and many others, but I'm here to eat humble pie, and I'm here to say thank you for the effort you gave the last World Cup qualifying round, for everything you left out there for the country. So to me, to you, thank you again for what you did. God bless, and hopefully one day we can see you in a World Cup for Canada, my friend.
Thank you very much. Just be patient with us. We're giving it everything.
I know you are. Tosaint Ricketts, good luck against New York City FC. Really appreciate your time, my friend.
Thank you very much for having me.